Sawadee Kap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's Friday, May 14th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PBC Phuket. Visit them on Facebook. The noodle vendor left paralyzed from the waist down after he was shot by a drunk off-duty police officer in Patong earlier this year. He's still recovering, and now local expat Eric Smulders has launched a campaign urging people to support the family of 25-year-old Arun Tongplab. 26-year-old Kultira Chananan told the Phuket News this week that so far she's received just 20,000 baht from the Royal Thai Police after Corporal Pontap Chanarong, an officer with the Phuket Provincial Police at the time, shot her husband Arun Tongplab while drunk on Patong's Bangla Road in the early hours of February 23rd. During the unprovoked attack, after shooting the victim in the stomach, Pontep continued his abuse by taunting and kicking him. Pontep, who has been stripped of his rank, dismissed from the police force and charged with attempted murder and 2 weapons charges. Pontep has been stripped of his rank, dismissed from the police force, and charged with attempted murder and 2 weapons charges. Mr. Arung survived the gunshot wound and awoke from a coma after being rushed to Vashira Phuket Hospital, but he was left paralyzed as the bullet had hit his spine, and doctors told him that he would never walk again. Currently, he's out of the ICU and is able to move his arms and hands, although he still has a tube in his throat. His wife, Ms. Kultira, says they've barely been able to cope with living expenses, including caring for their 2 young kids, a daughter and a 6-month-old son, especially given the COVID situation and the closure of their noodle business. Moved by Ms. Kultira's plight, Eric Smulders, who runs the Soul of Asia galleries at Surin Plaza and Porto de Phuket, reached out and has been able to make arrangements through legal channels for people to be able to make donations directly to support the family, the details of which are now on your screen. Anyone who donates are urged to inform the address on your screen or on the Line app. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Island officials are now reconsidering the idea of building the Phuket Light Rail project from the international airport down to the Chalong Circle, as a study has now been commissioned to look at building a robust smart bus system instead that would save the province some 15.2 billion baht. The Mass Rapid Transit Authority of Thailand, the MRTA, is proposing the change, which has prompted the Transport Minister, Saksayam Chipchop, to order an in-depth analysis of dumping the Phuket Light Rail project in favor of a smart bus system. Not only would it save 15.2 billion baht, but officials say that at the moment there are 2 massive infrastructure projects in the works, the light rail and the Patong Tunnel project, slated at the moment to open to 2026 and 2028 respectively. But concurrent construction schedules would cause massive traffic problems on the island. So officials are looking at possibly delaying the launch of the Phuket mass transit system, either the light rail or the smart bus system, until 2030. The shortened construction time, about 9 months, and smaller budget would also allow them to set lower fares for passengers. The transport minister said, quote, "At this stage, we have a concept to set 3 different rates of fare according to service areas within Phuket Town, outside of Phuket Town, and traveling between Phuket Town and outside areas." The analysis into the smart bus system is set to be done in the coming weeks, and after that, it'll go to a public hearing once officials allow. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. For the first time that all 3 challenges are completed, PVC Phuket will donate 100 life bags to One Phuket. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. The AstraZeneca vaccine will become available to Phuket next month. 140,000 AstraZeneca vaccine doses are set to arrive on the island, according to the director of Vashira Phuket Hospital, with the first injections scheduled to take place on June 7th and 8th. No walk-ins will be accepted. Meanwhile, the Phuket Provincial Public Health Office is confirming that they are now receiving registrations of foreigners, but only for those working in tourism-related businesses. The foreigners must be registered to receive the state-approved vaccine by a business or organization that is registered with a Phuket address. Expats and migrant workers must be full-time staff or a business owner and must have a valid passport and visa work permit that has been valid at least 6 months as well, and a valid mobile phone number. Foreigners working in other businesses will have to wait a few weeks for the next phase of the mass vaccination campaign. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. The Moderna vaccine has now been approved for use in Thailand. The vaccine was approved for emergency use by Thailand's Food and Drug Administration yesterday, becoming the 4th coronavirus vaccine approved so far by the Thai FDA for use in the country. The approvals means that over 400 hospitals under the Private Hospital Association will be able to offer the Moderna vaccine, reportedly for under 3,000 baht per person, including 2 shots of the vaccine, insurance, and value-added tax. Meanwhile, some 400,000 doses of the Sinovac vaccine is set to arrive this month in 2 separate deliveries to Phuket in order to open the island to vaccinated international tourists with no quarantine starting July 1st. Phuket COVID cases have reached 587 during this wave of COVID, with most cases in Wichit with 72, Phuket Town with 58, then 57 in Patong, 55 in Rasada, and 44 in Cherngtalay. Zooming out to Thailand, officials confirmed 2,256 new COVID cases nationwide today, raising a total to 96,050 cases since the pandemic began. 70% of those cases have been confirmed since the start of April. There were also 30 new COVID deaths in the last 24 hours nationwide, and the death toll climbs to 548. 65% of total patients have recovered. Thanks for joining us today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVC Phuket. Check them out on Facebook. Join us again on Monday, where we'll catch you up with all the news you missed over the weekend. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.